Before starting the leadership studies class, I had never really learned in a class what being a leader is. It was just never really a topic that my school focused on in classes. Occasionally, of course, we'd have like group projects, things like that, where sometimes I would take the lead in planning stuff out, but we had never talked about how to include everybody. After starting this course, I came more to terms with learning about what I identify as and how my identity plays a role in my leadership. This class enabled me to kind of just reflect more deeply on myself and think about how my identity plays into everything that I do as a person, like how I interact with others, how I lead others. I'm just kind of using my own past experiences and struggles to find compassion in others and kind of relate like some of the similar difficulties we've been through. Growing up as an Asian woman, I've definitely faced my fair share of difficult situations, both including sexism and racism. So obviously that had a pretty big impact on me as a little kid, trying to fit into a world that wasn't made for me, a world that was made for white people, white men in particular. The struggle that I've gone through with that has overall, I think, made me a much stronger person and made me more understanding and compassionate towards other people's struggles, even if they aren't some of my own. I feel like personally, I've always been pretty open to learning and to growing. I really love learning about how other people in our society deal with certain systems of oppression, and I think it's really interesting just learning how so many different people live and intertwine in particularly the American society. So I guess being pretty open to that and just open to learning about others' struggles has been pretty easy for me. But it's also been hard in a way where it's not as easy for me to like relate to somebody who's different than me. Again, me being an Asian woman, it's harder for me to relate to, say, an African American gay man. I wouldn't understand his struggles as well as I understand my own. So just kind of like expanding my mind, finding the empathy to listen and understand others' struggles. Overall, I feel like everything that I've learned in this class and being able to just connect my own identity with my sense of leadership has really helped me grow as a person. I definitely hope to learn more about how I can make my leadership more intersectional in this class. And I feel like since I'm pretty young, so I haven't had too many opportunities for leadership, but I hope that this class will help me become a much better leader in the future and just enable me to be able to intersect all sorts of other people's struggles with my own leadership. I hope to continue listening and learning more about other people's struggles, about other people's experiences, and learning how I can include them more in my leadership in the future.